Hello, hello, hello. It's Lauren from Beautiful Mesh, and I'm sorry that I am still talking a little funny because I'm still kind of sick. And I will apologize now for the coughing. If I will try to keep it to a minimum if possible. But sometimes the more I talk, the more I want to cough. But I haven't been live in like a week, and I miss you guys, and I want to make something. And a lot of people have asked me, like, what form do you use when you make a tulip wreath? And I don't have a blank one, but I have. So this is what I normally use. It's a just a styrofoam form. But hi, Ellen. And I just wrap it with ribbon. This is one I was starting last night, and just thinking of different color patterns. But a lot of people have asked me, like, do you make them on straw, and how does that work? And you know what? I've never made one on a straw wreath, so let's try it. And if you've made one, maybe you have some suggestions for me. I can do them pretty good on a styrofoam, but I'm going to practice on straw. I feel like straw is harder to push the pins in, but people say it's easier. So let's try. Now, the only other trick is that the only straw wreath that I have is a really big one. It's an 18-inch straw form, so it's going to be really large. I was hoping, because I usually make these on 12 inches. So let's see what happens. Snowing. Hi, Shorty. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was let's see, Thursday and Friday. It was like 70 degrees here, and kids were playing outside. It was so much fun. And then it got cold. And today it's like 30. So, alright, let me angle this down and show you guys the straw. So, when you do a straw wreath, who is it? Was that Beth that said that? Beth, yeah. So, what size do you normally do it on? Because all I've got is this 18-inch. I don't think I have nothing else. Might have a teeny tiny one over there, but hey, I am so tulip obsessed. I have boxes and boxes and boxes of tulips, so I'm like trying to think of all the possible ways I can make a tulip wreath. Hi, Tracy. And yeah, I apologize now for the coughing. If I cough, I will try and keep it to a minimum, but I'm still kind of sick, so I sound weird too. Okay, so look, down here, there's, I need to put up my comments, because now I can't see them on there. I'm not going to be able to see them very long here, because this is about to die. You use a 16-inch? Yeah, this is going to be really large, but that's all I got, so we're going to experiment. Okay, so obviously first time I'm going to just pin this and wrap it. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Pin this and wrap it. Oh, Virginia weather is crazy town. Yeah, and I'm kind of bummed because I bought like all this stuff for the kids to have like snow stuff and this winter, and I don't even think we're going to use it. I just want one snowstorm a year. I don't need it to be snowing all the time, but I just want one time that they can play outside in the snow. Please. Alright. So when you're doing a straw form, don't take off this plastic, because you will regret it, I tell you, if you do, because it'll just be a big mess. So leave it on. But I want to wrap it, because you will see the back. Whoa. Oh well. And, I mean, I guess you don't have to, because it does cover up mostly on the front, but I kind of like it from the back, if it's covered. Yeah, don't take that plastic off. A small earthquake? Oh my goodness. That's one thing we don't have here. We don't have earthquakes. We did have one a couple years ago. It was kind of minor, but it was very odd. Okay, trying to get this darn ribbon. So use a non-wired ribbon. Something cheap, something easy to stick a pin through, something that you can, because you're just going to wrap. But you don't want to have to deal with wire, because you don't, one, you don't need it, and two, you don't want to have to worry about sticking your pins through wire. So you just need a satin ribbon. This is not my favorite one, but it's the only one I could find in pink today. So this is the one I'm using. Just seems like it's very thick. Oh, look here. See, I found this at Goodwill for $3.25. Oh, you know what this probably was? You know what? If you guys, last year for fall, I found, I always go to Goodwill for things like this. This had a whole bunch of leaves on it, and it was like a fall wreath someone had made. It was not cute, but they had given it to Goodwill and given it away, and I took everything off of it. I mean, for $3.25, I took everything off of it. I used the other pieces in something else, and I need to cut this. And I'm using this straw wreath here today. So you can definitely check your thrift stores for things like this. I find evergreen forms there all the time. Just take everything off of it and start over. Yes, I do, Tamela. I picked the color of the ribbon base. So what I have today is a whole of the combination of pinks, because and you know, sometimes I feel like this is pretty girly, but and maybe it wouldn't be something that everyone would choose, but honestly the pinks seem to go sell the fastest in my shop. So I don't have one right now, so that's what I'm gonna make. Whoa! Why do I keep throwing this around? Okay. Can't find anything 14-inch. Well, this is actually an 18-inch, so it's gonna be large. It's gonna be a very large one. But Walmart has the green 14-inch styrofoam. At least my Walmart does. I don't know what Michael's has. See, here's the thing with these straw ones. They're rounded. The reason I like the styrofoam is it's flat. This kind is, that kind is flat, and it's a lot easier to put something on a flat surface than a rounded surface. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, the tulips go really quick at Michael's. Yeah, if you don't order online or go to the store when they first come out, it is hard to find them. And they came out like in January. And they go quick. Alright, so, and this is the ribbon that I usually get from Michael's. It's this in all different colors. This is a purple, but it's yeah, because this is just a little bit easier. This other one I don't like, but that's what I got. I don't know, Brooke. I'm going to figure it out today, actually. So, figure it out with me. Hey, Betty. Alright, so whatever you do, you're always going to want to put glue on top of the pins, because they can pull out, and you don't want that to happen. Yeah, so if you have any leftover, like, you know, we want, in regular wreaths, you're going to want wire ribbon, like, all the time. But for something like this, if you got some leftover unwired that you bought by accident, use it to wrap things like this. So, yeah, you know, I've heard that the styrofoam breaks easily, but I haven't had any issues. But, so I don't know. That's what's weird. I don't know. Maybe wrapping it helps? I don't know. Okay, all of your tulips, you make sure you push up the greenery all the way up to the top. I always push all the greeneries all the way up to the top and then cut them all off. Push them up, push them up, push them up. Whoa, and sometimes you push a little too far and you gotta put it back on, but that's okay. Alright, I think they're all up. And then there's always one tag. It drives me crazy. I wish they would put them on a different, I wish they would put them lower down so you didn't have to deal with them. But I don't. Hi, Debbie. So I appreciate if you guys share this video to your page or to your feed if you know somebody else who might like to make a tulip wreath. This is a good, we're trying a new method, but I love, this is a good spring wreath, summer wreath. I mean, I usually leave one of these on my door all year round. And you can even, at least with the styrofoam, I haven't tried with the straw, but with the styrofoam, it fits between the screen door and the main door, if you happen to have a screen door. So, yeah, they get squished a tiny bit, but it's not bad. And it really looks pretty on your door. So if you want to make one and keep it, you can keep it a long time. And they don't really fade that much. I mean, maybe in direct sun, but I haven't found a huge problem with them fading. All right, let's see. Are they all pushed up? Oh, yes, Dawn, I saw that. Thank you for letting me know. I have a couple of tobacco baskets I left over from when Hobby Lobby had them, like after the season, and they were really cheap. And I bought a bunch, so I still have a couple left over. So I leave like an inch-ish. Well, I try to leave like an inch-ish at the bottom so that you have enough to pin. Otherwise, they slip out too easily. You need to leave a little bit. So the regular 12-inch ones I sell for $70 in my shop. This one, I don't know, it's going to depend on how many bunches I use, because I have a feeling I'm going to use more because it's pretty large. So this one will be a little different. We'll have to see. These are not my normal cutters. My other ones are downstairs somewhere. I lost them. Like these and, what did I do? Tape measures. Like they seem to like disappear. I don't know where tape. My husband went to the store the other day and bought me 2 more tape measures. Because inevitably, wherever I am, I don't have one, and I need to measure a box, or I need to measure a wreath or something. Like, I don't know why I keep losing tape measures. Alright, I just wanted to cut off a few to get started with. Hey, Paula. And then we can get started. So do you think I should use white also? I had just pinks, but I also had whites. Should I mix in some white? We could do just pink, or we could mix in a little white. 9-inch foam, that would be pretty small, yeah. That might. I mean, the ones I normally do are 12 inches, and that's pretty small for putting on a door. All right, so. Hey, Bertha. On a lanyard. Maybe that's what I need to do. It needs to be like attached to the table. So it can't get lost. That's a problem. Alright, let's have one more white. How much are of them? About 1 inch, Robin. Okay. 9-inch, and I put on table. Oh, okay. Well, then that would be fine if you're doing it like that, putting it on table. I was thinking if you had something like that on a door, that might be kind of small. The 12-inch normally takes about 14, but I haven't done one on this size, so I don't know yet how many I'm going to use. I'm going to have to wait until the end to see. Alright, I just cut off 6, so that's not enough to, but that's enough to start, at least. This will start with that. This is going to be so huge, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's just start. So now with my old method, let's see if this works here. I would take 3 bundles. I would take, like, if I'm doing 3 colors or whatever, I would take 3 and I would put down. I'm trying to see if that will still work. I have about the same size spot here, but then you're gonna have to go over the side. All right, I got a bajillion floral pins. So for the 12-inch forms, they're usually about 2 inches thick, so I get the 1 3/4 inch pins. So just when you're looking, make sure your pins are obviously smaller than whatever form it is you're using. Sorry, I apologize. I told you guys I am still sick. So okay. Hanging on a doorknob. That's a good idea too. I need to put it somewhere where it's not going to walk off on me. Because inevitably they all end up back in the garage and I'm like, hold on, that one was mine. That was my crafting one. There's some that can be yours, but this one was mine. And they walk off and they end up in the garage. Glue is not coming. Oh, there it goes. And I don't know why I always go one. I don't know if I should. Sometimes I go this way, sometimes I go this way. But whichever way, do it all the same way because it'll look a lot better. A lot neater. I was gonna do grapevine, but the vote seemed to be for straw today. Do you use pins on the foam? Yes. So foam and straw, you're gonna use pins and glue. You're welcome, Sylvia. Thank you, Paula. Put your name on it with a label maker. That's a good idea, Debbie. Mine. Mine, mine, mine. Stay away. Alright. So I try and, like, sometimes you have to adjust things. Sometimes you have to flip them over depending on how the tulips are laying, and to make them all sort of gel with the ones next to them, because sometimes they stick out different directions. Hey, Michelle. Yes, gluing is important. Definitely glue down on top of every pin every single time. Yep. This one doesn't seem to have a lot of greenery. I'm trying to see, like, alright, that would be good. And you can get these greenery pins at Michael's, you can get them at Walmart, you can get them on Amazon, which is what I did, and I got a huge 5-pound box, which I will be using forever and ever, because I failed to realize how much 5 pounds is. So yeah, so I'm not just like sticking 3 together and just pinning and going. Like sometimes they have to go, sometimes you have to flip them around. Like they might go better this way than this way. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just sort of have to see which way they go better and which way they fall on your wreath better. Yes, I leave the plastic on the straw because otherwise it's a huge mess. Yes. Right. Yeah, leave the plastic on. There's really no reason to take it off. Michael's has additional 20% off online. Yeah, so when I bought these originally, they were, I bought a bunch online. Well, I bought a bunch in the store, but then my store didn't have them, so I had to go far to get them. So the next time I was like, well, I'm just going to buy them online. I'm not going to mess with my store, which doesn't even have them out yet. This was a couple weeks ago. But now I think they probably have them out. But and online they did have that discount. You could save some money. My son is down. I can hear him downstairs. Not sleeping. He's supposed to be sleeping. It says nap time. Alright, hold on. I don't want to put these all in the same order. Sort of switching around the order every time, so it's not everything is in line. But the trickiest part is going to be, I think, going around the outside. 5 in 3 days. Awesome, Marianne. They are very popular, and I feel like pink is one of the most popular colors. So, that's why I'm doing pink today. I mean, pink is good for like baby showers, bridal showers, or just anyone who loves pink. Well, it's supposed to be nap time, Michelle. It's not working out for me. Sounds like I can hear him singing. I didn't glue the tulips when I stuck them in. Yeah, you definitely need to glue them, because they are going to fall out. You definitely got to glue them. Mother's Day, yes. Easter, Mother's Day, Easter, Valentine's Day. I mean, these things year round, they just work really well. So, peach is popular. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, hold on. It's fine. White. This is, I don't know. I have to see if this is going to take more tulips than my normal one. Theoretically it should, but it's looking pretty good so far. I cut, what, 2 of each color to start with. Sorry. Weddings, yes. So I also have some other things over there. You can't see them right now, they're off camera. Some other like little picks that I want to put in, because I like to make these a little different. So I've got some other flowers and things that I might want to, I'll show you, hold on. Ooh, that I might want to mix in when I'm done. We'll see. Because, I mean, just plain, they're fine, they're pretty, but sometimes I just like to make them a little extra. And put in a few other flowers just to sort of break it up a little. See, this one needs to be turned around. That needs to be that way, I think. This one's not laying right. I put the pin over all 3 stems at once and glue the heck out of it, so it won't go anywhere. And if you bought the tulips online, they did come in a little bit better quality than buying them in the store. We figured out, because people aren't constantly yanking them out of the display and putting them back in, so they actually turn out a little better. So if you can still buy them online, do it. Right now I'm just using 3 colors. I don't know if I've ever done one with more than 3. I like the ones, I've seen some people do ones like kind of like rainbow of all the colors. It looks really pretty. This one needs some help. Gotta put 2 pins on this one. That one was a little short. Yeah, I find the trickiest is going around the outside. This is easy, but once you have to go around the outside, it's a little harder. Okay, we gotta cut some more pieces. We only got 1 more left. We gotta cut some more pieces. Debbie, I covered this with just a ribbon, just a non-wired satin ribbon. Messy. I'm not sure how many it will take yet because I haven't done one this size before. So I will let you know as soon as I am done. I haven't tried the larger tulips yet. I have to try that sometime. I'm thinking that would look better on a grapevine. The larger tulips. All tangled. Alright. So that's 7, 8. So you guys, is the flu bad where you are, you guys? Because my husband just had the flu. My daughter just had the flu. They literally closed my daughter's school last Friday because they had so many kids and teachers out with the flu. Like, that was crazy. They literally had to close the school. And they think they like deep cleaned it all weekend long. So that they were trying to avoid more people getting sick. Because it's just like a big germ factory. I mean, my daughter's in 8th grade still. It, you know, like, well, their school has everything from kindergarten up through 12th, and I think they just had so many people out. It was crazy. I need a stem cutter, Damon. I say that every time. I know. And then one of these days, I will get my act together and get one. But these aren't hard cut. These are not like thick, but it's just a pain. I know you love tulips so much too, don't you? Ah! I'm sticking. You just got over the flu? I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. It is really bad. I mean, I have spent over $100 on Tamiflu in the last week and a half. Just trying to get everybody healthy. That stuff is a miracle drug, though, if you can get it. My daughter felt better the very next day. She had no fever. It was like a miracle. Alright. Only a couple more. They're great as long as you're doing them. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. I'll stick to my tulips wreaths. That's totally fine. I like doing them. I don't know why. It's like therapy. I sit up here and do tulip wreaths at night. Making different color combinations. These are not my normal stem cutters either. My husband, I don't know. These are ones he gave me. I don't know where mine are. Alright, let's move over. Oh, I need more white. One more white. And then we can get back to business here. You're congested too? Yeah, well, my son, they gave me like a prophylaxis, they call it, which I thought was something else. They gave me like preventative Tamiflu for him. He won't take it. It's nasty apparently, so I have some extra. It's like baby version though. It's like baby dose. Okay. Doesn't it, Damon? I thought that was a word for something else. I'm just gonna shut my mouth. Okay. I mean, I thought it was. Anyway. Alright. No, this thing is about to die. I think put it in the iPad instead, because this is about to die. We gotta have two things here. Okay, let's keep going. Around and around and around we go. So that I can put on the fun stuff. Let's get this part done. Okay. Yeah, Damon, I watched a little bit of that, if he's still here, of that live. That was like a For Reals marathon. I watched some of it this morning and it was cracking me up, but darn, it was long. Your people don't sleep. Hi, Christine. Yeah, my son hates medicine too. We had a hard time getting him to take anything. I tried to disguise it in chocolate syrup, and he did not like that still. He didn't go for that. 4 projects in 3.5 hours. Oh my god. That was insane. I don't think I could talk that long. Like, I don't know. Do I wrap it? Yes, wrap it in satin. Hey, Christine. I wrap it in satin ribbon so that you don't see the ugly straw. Because you will, I mean, you won't really see it from the front, but you'll see it on the back. So, you're camera shy? Well, look, you can't even see my face right now. So, you can totally do a live and not show your face. Show your projects. It doesn't have to be your face. And heck, I still sound like a dude. And I'm on a live. I make some of the most ridiculous things sometimes. But it's fun. Alright. This one is straw today. Yeah. It's going to end up very large. It's going to be huge. I don't normally make them this big. But, it's all I had. And people wanted to see what it looked like on a straw. Because some people have had trouble with the styrofoams like breaking. Good point, Damon. His view was from above. This is sort of an angled, but his was like straight above last night for 3.5 hours, and people watch all through. You definitely don't need to show your face. Just need to be able to sort of talk occasionally so people think you're still there. You need the gift of gab. Yeah, I don't have that either. I'm not a big talker. And lately, my voice, and I've been coughing a ton, so it's hard for me to talk. Alright, hold on. I'll figure out which way I'm going here. The pink stuff is wrapped around a straw form. Yep. But this is all I had. It came from Goodwill too. It was $3.25. I don't even know where you get straw forms anymore. The last couple I've gotten like from somebody's D-stash or from Goodwill. I don't even know. This one's having problems. This one got wilted or something. Yeah, Damon had a huge marathon last night. I saw it when it came on and he was like, let's have a marathon. And I was like, okay, he was going to be on for a little while. And then I saw it this morning and it was almost 4 hours. I was like, oh my God. Hobby Lobby has a straw? Okay. That's good to know. Alright, so I'm almost done here. So at the end, sometimes I have to just do them one by one. Stick them in because it's hard. Oh, that was hard to get them in. Otherwise, I'll stick this one by one. Okay, there's one. How much is a straw? I don't know. How much is a straw wreath at Hobby Lobby, you guys? $3.99 for 14 inches. So this is an 18-inch, but I got it at Goodwill for $3.25 because I had a whole bunch of crap on. Oops, sorry. Emma's watching me. Uh-oh. Better not say that word. It had a bunch of stuff on it that was not cute, so I just ripped it off. Yes, always glue your pins. Okay, look. So, can you tell? We still got to go around the outside, and we still got to put that extra stuff on there. So, alright. What should we do? Should we go around the outside, or we should put some of that extra stuff? What do you want? Or do you want me to work on maybe putting some of these in? Hi, Andrea. Not when you catch them on sale. They aren't so bad. And you definitely price them accordingly. I like this stuff. This was like from Christmas. Do the outside next. Alright, well if y'all want to watch the outside part, let's do the outside part. So this is the tricky part. I need like a stand that I can sit it on, because the tricky part here is putting these on, and then the glue is going to drip all over. So usually with the styrofoam, I put 3 bunches on the top and I put 2 around the outside, but I'm wondering if 2, I'm going to have to see, this is wider, I might have to put 3. I know, Asia, I'm trying it. I'm trying. Haven't tried it like this before, so it's sort of a challenge. Okay. And it's hard to see it when I'm doing it like this. I apologize. It's not going to be the easiest. Oops. Because I can't quite see when I'm doing it like this. Alright, let's turn that one over because the tulips were sticking out funny. Alright, let's do it like that. Yeah, I like the little compact 12 inches space. So, yeah. I've used so far 9 bunches, but I'm not done yet, so I will have to let you know when I'm done what number I come to. Because I've never done one like this. I guess 2 on the outside is okay. You could put 3, but I have a bare spot. Okay, well I will address that when I start doing the top. You just have to make sure the glue doesn't drip all over you because it's coming from the side here. Alright. smells good. Yeah, I always glue. No matter what I'm doing. Always glue. Someone told me, like, do a grapevine and wire them all in. Heck no, I'm not going to wire them all in. That's a lot of work. I'm going to glue them. They will always be glued. No matter which method I choose. The good thing with a grapevine is you don't obviously have to pin them. You can just shove them into the grapevine, which is nice and easy. But this one doesn't want to go in quite right. Sometimes they run into another one. Yeah, with grapevine you can just put them into the grapevine, but you still, yeah, have to glue. One there. Right here. But I would definitely do around the outside too, because otherwise it just shows too much of this part, which you don't really want to see. This way, see how it's just, I don't do the inside. That's a lot of work. I'm just going to do the outside. I'm going to stick with this and be done with it. How would you attach them to a wireframe? I've never tried on a wireframe. I don't know. That would be hard. Okay, Paula. Do you have my email? beautifulmeshwreath@gmail.com. There's so much more surface area when you're doing this. I usually do 18 inches. I mean the 12 inches. Alright. Okay, I think we have to cut some more. How far around am I? Oh my goodness. Okay, I keep going. Okay, I keep cutting. So far I've got 9. Let's see how many more we need. I need another white one. Ah! Sometimes you push a little too far and they just all pop off, but you can stick them back on. When cutting the tulips, do you measure or just eyeball? I just eyeball an inch of the stem because that's a lot of work if you're going to try and measure them. No, I'm just going to eyeball. Alright, let's cut these. It's not a big deal. What size stem. Go for it, Andrea. Okay. That. Pink. Oh my goodness, see, sometimes I just get a little aggressive. Push them all up. You guys have to wait to see the end to see what we do with it, how we make a difference. Because you can leave it like this, but we're going to make it a little different. That's what makes it fun. Tulips are from Michael's, but I don't know if they're starting to sell out now. Alright, let me see. I don't know if I need... I'll cut them. These two. So I'm cutting, that was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm probably going to cut 15. Let's see how far that gets me. All these stems in the trash. Alright. Yeah, I can't remember when they came out in January, but they've been out for a while. So if you didn't get a chance to get any. I don't know what's available now. I might check my store later today just to see what they've got. I don't know. Is there anything left online? Do they still have them online? If you look on Michael's website, they're under tulip bushes. They're not just under tulips. If you look under tulip bushes, sometimes it's hard to find them. But if you search tulip bush, they'll come up. Michael still I don't know. Michael still has them for $2. That was a good deal. And then if you got that extra 20% off, then they were $1.60. Alright, I need a couple more white. Alright. I was going to make an all white one because they're pretty for weddings and showers. I made all white one last year and put a little hung like tulle from it. It's real pretty for a bridal shower. So I want to make sure I don't use all my whites. That's like the most sought after color because you can mix it in with anything. They're on sale today for $2. I might have to go check my Michael's. Not that I don't have enough already, but you know, different stores have different colors. Online had different colors than I could find in store. There were a couple extras. Not every store had every color. So you might want to check your store. You might want to check online because there are some others that are more rare. There was like a wine color that isn't in all the stores. Some of the peachy oranges weren't in all the stores. Okay. They were out online 3 weeks ago. Yeah. You do go quick. And I always buy so much because I can use them year round. And I can use them in all kinds of different, wreaths, like as little accent pieces. But also I can make these for any holiday in any color scheme. So they are nice to have a collection of. I usually have a bin or two just full of tulips. Took forever to get yours through the mail, really? I don't know why. The distributor might not be so good. The wire cutters I'm using, I don't know. They're really, really old. They're really, really old. I don't know. I mean, they just say Sears on them. This is not my normal wire cutters. My other ones are somewhere downstairs. They should sell them year round. Yeah, kind of wish they would. Or get more stock. I know Damon said before he tried to find at market where if there was a wholesaler to sell them, and he couldn't find one. If we could find us a wholesaler, y'all, we would be golden. We didn't have to buy. I mean, imagine if they're. I mean, $1.60 from Michael's retail is not bad. If we could get them, find them somewhere wholesale, and pay less than that, that would be, and have like better access and supply, that would be awesome. But so far, it has not happened. I mean, Dollar Tree has some, but I don't know if I like the quality so much. I don't think I saw any at Walmart either. Yeah, I know someone said before it'd be easier to do the sides first, but for some reason I just out of habit I can't do it. I don't know why. I feel like I wouldn't know where I wanted to put the sides until I did the top. I don't know. I wouldn't know where to place things. I don't know. I feel like doing the top first and perfecting that, then I just sort of like use the sides as like leftover. I don't know. It's just weird. Dollar Trees are not small enough. Oh. Yeah, they must be the big ones. I think Hobby Lobby sells the big ones too. Michael's the only place I think I've seen the mini. Am I right? I mean, they all have tulips, but I don't know. They're called crocus at Dollar Tree. Okay. So they're technically not a tulip, probably. Oy. See, this is the problem with this big one. It takes forever to go around. So much wider. Starting to lose my momentum here. Am I right? Yeah, I mean, crocus and tulips are two different flowers, but maybe they kind of look similar. Maybe that's why Dollar Tree did that. I need more glue. Oh. All right, don't drip down. In here. Going round and round and round and round and round. Oh my goodness. Okay. Y'all are troopers to stick with me through this. Hey, Callie. How did it turn out, Debbie? Did it turn out good? I'm sure if Debbie did it, it was cute. So this is a 18-inch straw. I would probably recommend going a little smaller because you're going to use a lot more and it's just going to take you a lot longer. Like it is me right now. Usually I use the 12-inch, but I think they do have a 12-inch straw somewhere, don't they? Or 14. I would try and stick to that size because this one is taking me forever to do. But it's all I had, and I wanted to see what it was like to use a straw. And it's essentially the same as a styrofoam. Same method. Ow, hot, hot, hot. Oof. Yeah, there's not a whole lot different. I don't know, I feel like the pins are a little harder to push in, but because you have to go, maybe it's my ribbon. You gotta go through the ribbon, then you gotta go through the plastic, and then you gotta go through the straw. Alright. But you gotta be careful you don't burn yourself like I do all the time on these. But you can order them from Dollar Tree, that's good to know. But you have to order like a box, right? That's the only thing with Dollar Tree is like you had to order such larger quantities. But I guess if you're using a lot of them, it's worth it. Okay, I'm seeing the end. I'm seeing the finish line. Here. seeing the other side here. I don't have to go very far. Yay! Yeah, I mean, you could put 2 on the outside or 3. I'm just doing 2. I think it'll be alright. Because I don't want to waste all my tulips. Not that I don't have like a whole bunch, but you know what I mean. I think it's fine. There were 3 on the top, but I'm just doing 2 down here. Just mixing up the colors. Since I have 3 colors, but I'm only putting 2 down here. I'm just sort of mixing them around. Alright, only a couple more. And you can obviously use your glue pot or your glue gun like I'm using to put them on with. Although, no, you can't use a glue pot because you wouldn't be able to glue on top of the pins. That wouldn't work. Alright, let's see. So I cut, did I cut 15? So I cut 5 of each color. And I think that I will be maybe a couple shorts. Let's see. It all depends on how close, obviously, you push them together. You might be able to get away with just 15. But if you space them out a little bit, you might need, like me, a couple extra off of something else. So let's see here. Oh, cool, Paula. You'll have to show us. Let's see. I got a couple more. Oh, I might be able to do it. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. I space them right. Uh-oh. I've seen 15 to 17 bundles of tulips. Wasn't sure if they have 5 stems or 7 stems. Oh, I don't know. I have to count on a bundle how many stems they got. I want to say they have 7 because 5 seems too few. Alright, I think I can do this. Let's see. I'll put this one on one at a time. Yes, I can do it. We made it happen. Okay, yes, awesome sauce. Okay, so I did 15 bunches. Okay. Hold on, get the last one in. All right. Whew. All right, 15. Oh, no, that one's about to die. Let's switch it around. Okay. All right. Yes, I always clean up at Goodwill when they have those after season. They always have evergreens or straws or something. Okay. Whew. All right. So there's that now, and we've got the sides all done. Let's see if I can turn it a little better. Sides all done. So that's what it looks like from the back. But I'm not going to do the inside because I don't think you need it. You see how they sort of cascade over to the center anyway, so you don't really need it. But we could do a little bit with some other colors here. Let's see what we can do. I don't know if this might be too hard to use. This might be really hard to use. Thanks, Callie. I don't know. This might be hard to use. See if I cut off a couple. See what happens. And if we did like, I don't know. Let me see. I'm just experimenting with different things here. I did this. I kind of like that. I'm gonna have to glue these in separately. I do like that. Okay. I'm gonna put a couple of these in. This is from Michael's. It's a spring whatever. Not sure what it is. Let's put a couple of these in here. They match with a pink. Trying to find one I can cut at a good spot. Yeah, filler. This is a little filler, which I like because I like it to have a little difference to it. So I might be able to stick this in this pin that's already down in there and glue it. A little extra glue in there. I'll put it. All right, I might have to stand up for these. Whoa, holy moly! Hold on. Okay. Now that's where we were. Sorry about that. You took a little ride. Alright, let me see how many I have. I'm going to place them so I know where I'm going here. How many I need. I need one more. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to do this one right here. There we go, like that. Okay, I'm going to do like that. So you have to sort of get in there and find a spot to pin. I mean, these probably don't need glue because it's not going to come out. It's just one little piece. I'm not worried about pinning it down like I am when I have 3 bundles of tulips. So I don't usually put bows on these. I will put a little ribbon hanger, but not, and I'll do that at the end because I got to turn it upside down. I always think of it last. I probably should do it first. Let's put this one in here. I just love adding a little bit extra to these. Because everyone makes them with just plain tulips. And I want to add a little something. Alright, that one's this last one here. Okay, so there's that. Now, let me see if I want to put anything else in it. I have those. I also have these. I'm not sure if I like it with what I got. Let me see here. I like it with those wildflowers. But let's see, what about this? Cut off a piece. This one's hard because it doesn't cut at a good spot. Alright, let's see. I want to put those in. Or not. I don't know, they don't look like the right white though. They're too dingy white, I think. Maybe? Can you see it? It's not quite the right white, I think. I could put some more of these in. Or I could put some of these, which I like too. Can you even see that? Oh yeah, a little bit. Can't decide. I think I would put more wildflowers in it. But I need a better white one. Hold on. Let's see here. I want to knock this whole thing off again. Let's see here. So like these. I like these. So I can cut these at a good spot. Oh, maybe like that. The thing is, I don't know if I have enough of these. Let's see. I only have 4. So I could do it like, that. Yeah, I could do it like that. Can maybe make that work. 4 pieces of that. Don't have a mic. Oh my goodness, try shopping online, because the Michaels online has a lot of stuff. There we go. There's a couple there. Some here. I want it right on top of that one. Okay, move it down a little bit here. Bye, Debbie. I need to do my laundry too. Thanks for the reminder. Okay, whoops, we lost a head here. Back on. There we go. Be careful with these things, you know. This one's going in here. Alright, that's good. Kind of like it with the wildflower sort of a thing going on. Can you see that? It's pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to put a wire, not a wire, a ribbon hanger on the back. Hi, Josie. I'm still kind of sick, but at least I can talk a little bit. Alright, I'm just going to do, I just do a little, let's see, what can we do? I'm just going to do a little, just a loop. Could only order white. Oh my goodness, because white is usually the first color that goes out, so that's actually lucky. I like the filler flowers too. So I'm just try to loop with this, the same ribbon I used to cover the form. And I'm just going to create a knot. Okay. And then I can put it, let me hold it up for you. So what I'm doing is just putting it on the back here. And then I can put one pin above the knot and one pin below it, sort of secure it in place. Theoretically, cut off the part that I didn't use, and then I'll glue on those pins and around the knot. Yeah, there we go. So then you sort of have to sit with it for a second because you don't want to set it down on you don't want to sit it down on the face, but you also don't want to hang it up quite yet. So usually I'm just sort of sitting here for a minute, letting the glue dry for a few seconds. I know, doesn't it? It's kind of like not winter here, but it's not quite spring either. There is a green, but there's also a blue with an aqua. So there are two. I can show you the difference. Yeah, there's definitely like a green, and then there's an aqua blue. Put in tulip bushes, Pamela. That'll help you. Yeah, tulips do go fast. Oh, good idea, Beth. Okay, so what do you guys think? See of those little wildflowers we added in? I like those. Kind of makes it look just a little something different, right? I like it. I'm making them different things. I've used these in them. I've used like greenery, extra greenery. It's mostly dry, it's not going to drip. Okay, put it down. Let me show you those aqua ones if you want to see the difference. So see, there's a green, and then there's this blue, but it also, so it's two-toned. It has a blue, and it has a, see those different? It has a, that one's like an aqua teal, and that's a blue. But they're on the same bunch, and then there's the green. So I used 15 bunches, sorry, 15 bunches on this one. I could have used more maybe, but I only did 2 rows around the outside, 2, but you could do 3. I don't know, depends what you like. But 15 worked, which was amazing because I usually use 14 on a 12-inch form. Yeah, some of the stores didn't have all the same colors. Like some of the pinks, I'll show you. these are actually different. So this is like a hot pink, but this is like a wine color. They're actually different. And you can't quite tell. This color I couldn't find a lot of places. But it has a little bit darker. These are like brighter. But they look so much the same. So, yeah, I have pretty much every color. I think I did get every color I could possibly think of. Because I like to do different combinations. Because I'll show you the one I was making. This is the one I was making last night. Just hanging out here by myself. This is on a styrofoam. I haven't done the outside yet. But look at it. It's the salmon colored, the light purple, and the green. I just like that color combination. So, yeah, I'll have to finish that one. Alright guys, thank you. Sorry, my voice. Thank you for hanging out with me and watching. And I'll go take a picture of this on my door so that you can see it in all its glory. And I will see you guys again soon. Okay? Bye.